Hello everybody, I'm here with today's video. For today's video, we're going to be going over Genesis 9 and 10. For the last video, we did 7 and 8, so today will be 9 and 10. Let's see here. Okay. So what 9 and 10 is going to be about is God's covenant with Noah and the table of nations. Alright? So when it comes to Genesis 9, God's covenant with Noah. Then God blessed Noah and his sons, saying to them, "Be fruitful and increase in numbers and fill the earth. The fear and dread of you will fall on all the beasts on the earth, and all the birds in the sky, on every creature that moves along the ground, and on all the fish in the sea they given into your hands. Everything that lives, moves about will be food for you. Just as I gave you the green plants, I now give you everything. But you must not eat meat that has lifeblood still in it. And for your lifeblood, I will surely demand an accounting. I will demand an accounting from every animal, from each human being too. I will demand an accounting for the life of another human being. Whoever sheds human blood, by human shall their blood be shed. For the image of God has God made mankind. As for you, be fruitful and increase in number. Multiply on earth and increase upon it." Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, "I now establish my covenant with you, and with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the livestock, and all the wild animals. All those things come out of the ark with you. Every living creature on earth, I establish my covenant with you. Never again will all life be destroyed by the waters of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth." God said, "This is the sign of covenant." Covenant or covenant, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. "I am making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all generations to come. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbows appear in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all living creatures of every kind. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and all the creatures of every kind on the earth." So God said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant I have established between me and life on the earth." The sons of Noah. The sons of Noah who came out the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. They were 3 sons of Noah, and from them came the people who were scattered over the whole earth. Noah, a man of the soil, proceeded to plant a vineyard. While he drank some of its wine, he became drunk and lay uncovered inside his tent. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father naked, and told his 2 brothers outside. But Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it across their shoulders. Then they walked in backwards and covered their father's naked body. Their faces were turned the other way so they would not see their father naked. So when Noah awoke from his wine and found out that his youngest son had done to him, he said, "Cursed be Canaan, the lowest of slaves will be to his brothers." He also said, "Praise to the Lord, the God of Shem. May Canaan be the slave of Shem. May God extend Japheth's territory, and may Canaan be the slave of Japheth." After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. Noah lived a total of 950 years, and then he died. I'm just going to get some quick water. Alright. Now, bottom here, it explains 9:1 through 19, God's promise to Noah. Only when we think of God as creator as well as redeemer can we begin to understand his covenant of redemption as being related to the covenant of creation. Genesis 1:26 through 30, 2:15 through 17. God does not abandon his creation. On the contrary, though evil has corrupted it, he graciously, for its undeserved, establishes a conventional relationship with Noah's descendants as well as with every beast on earth. The note of university is given further expression by Hosea 2:18 and John 4:11, where Paul encourages Roman believers about struggles in this life and reminds them that they are not alone, but assures them that the whole creation also groans and suffers, eagerly anticipating that final redemption from the curse of sin. The promise here is to never destroy the earth again by flood, verse 11. The rainbow is then a testimony of the existence of this promise. Now, when it comes to this, when it says that only when we think of God as creator as well as redeemer, we begin to understand his covenant of redemption as being related to covenant of creation. So when it comes to that, it's like, from my understanding, is that I gotta have faith in the Lord. So for me, I don't like the world for what the world has to offer and believe and show you and teach you, for it is I believe is wrong. And for me to find peace and the truth, I need to go look for the Lord. And by doing that daily, I can understand now that as long as I keep doing this, I'll be redeemed and I'll be going to heaven one day. Now, I'm not perfect, and I'm not doing every single little detail, but I'm doing everything I can daily. Like, I changed since high school. I changed since then. Like, I'm not the same person. And I've given up, sacrificed so much in my life for our Lord, knowing that I have to get rid of the worldly things in order to get to heaven. Verse 9:4, lifeblood. This restriction gets more attention in Leviticus. See Leviticus 17:11 through 12. Blood represents the animal's life. It may be used in sacrifice for all life's belongings to the Lord. 9:6, the image of God. Sin did not destroy man as the image of God. God values human lives more highly than animals' life because only humankind possesses God's image. Verse 9:9, covenant. This is the second occurrence in Genesis of the important concept of covenant. 6:18. God promised that he will establish covenant with Noah here. He accomplished this great work. 9:26 through 27. Shem was given precedence over his brothers. Eber and Abraham were descended from Shem. Verse 11:10 through 30. So Shem's blessing is ultimately a blessing on Israel. Now verse 9:29. And then he died. Noah's death was the end of an era. Only he and his family spanned two worlds. That of the earth before and after the flood. His long life, 950 years, gave him opportunity to transmit his many descendants a dramatic story that he lived out with his family. People and places and cultures the world have memories and stories of a great flood. In antiquity, the details differ, but the story remains. So that's it for number 9 when it comes to Genesis. So now we'll be going over and reading Genesis 10. The Table of Nations. This is the account of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Noah's sons, who themselves had sons after the flood. The Japhetes, I don't know how you pronounce these words. The sons of Japheth: Gomer, Magog, Madai, Haven, Tubal, Meshech, and Taris. The son of Gomer: Ashkenaz, Griffith, and Togarmah, the son of Jabin, Elijah, Charis, the quickly. The Caiatus and the Rodontis. From these maritime people spread out into their territories by their clans, with their nations, each with its own language. The Hamites, the sons of Ham, Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan, or Canaan. The sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabit, Rama, and Sabtika. Sabtika. The sons of Rama, Sheba and Dedan. Cush was the father of Nimrod, Nimrod, became a mighty warrior on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. That is why it said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. The first centers of his kingdom were Babylon, Uruk, Akkad, and Canela, and Shinar. From that land he went to Ashura, where he built Nineveh, Rehoboth, Kala, and Resen, which is between Nineveh and Kala, which is a great city. I'm sorry, I am very bad at words like this. I don't know how to properly pronounce it, and I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, which I'm pretty sure I am, but I'm still sorry. Egypt was the father of the Ludus and Midas, Nahaptis, Naputis, Patarisis, Casalites, from which the Philistines came, and the Caparites. Canaan was the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, I don't know how you pronounce these, I'm sorry. Gyraxists, Hivites, Arkites, Sintis, Arbadas, Zamartes, and Hamites. Later the clans scattered, and the border of Canaan reached from Sidon toward Gerar as far as Gaza, and then toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim as far as Lasha. These are the sons of Ham by their clans and language, in their territories and nations. Let me turn on my fan because it's a bit warm in here. The Semites. The sons were also born to Shem, whose older brother was Japheth. Shem was the ancestor of all the sons of Eber. The sons of Shem: Elam, Asher, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram: Uz, Hul, Geter, and Meshech. Arpzad was the father of Shelah, and Shalom was the father of Eber. The two sons were born to Eber. One was named Peleg because in his time the earth was divided. His brother was named Joktan. Joktan was the father of Almodad, Chelef, Hazamath, Jedah, Hathron, Uzal, Dikla, Obul, Abmiel, Sheba, Oper, Havilah, and Joab. All these were the sons of Jocham. The region that they were lived stretched from Mesha, Port Saphir, and the eastern hill country. These are the sons of Shem by their clans and languages, and their territories and nations. These are the clans of Noah's sons, according to their lines of descent with the nations, from the nations spread out on the earth after the flood. Now, that is number 10. So we'll be going over and reading this. And then that'll be it. Like I said, there's not really much to learn from this except the history of it itself and learning the names and ancestors. Like I said, a lot of people think the Bible is just nothing but rules. You follow it, like every page is just rules. But like right now, we're learning about the history, the languages, the clans, the sons, the families. That's all it really is for today. We're just learning about families. And that's really it. Ten two, the sons of Japheth. The listings of Japheth's descendants is briefer than the others. Among the persons and people mentioned in Jabin, an ancient name for the Greek people, it is thought that many Japheths of descendants migrated to Europe. 10.6. The sons of Ham. Cush is an ancient name for Ethiopia. Mizraim is the name of Egypt. 10.7 through 11. Nimrod. Like Namek, the descendants of Cain, Nimrod's infamy was proverbial. His territory was in the land of the east, the fabled ancient cities of Mesopotamia. The prophet Micah would later use the name Nimrod to describe the region of Asara, which will come under God's judgment. Mike 5:5 through 6. 10:21 through 24. Eber. This is the name that gives to the term Hebrew, which is first used Abram in 14:13. Eber descended from Shem, the one of Noah's sons, who was appointed to carry on the Messianic line. Abram was a direct descendant of Eber. 10:32. The clans of Noah's sons. Although not every ancient people in the group is listening to this table of the nations, is clear teaching that the land varied people on earth, no matter of what land or language, are descendants from Noah. And that will be it for Genesis 9 and 10. So I do appreciate you watching today's video and hearing and understanding the gospel. So like I said, today's video is mainly just about learning the family and stuff. You know, like you're learning the sons, the family, and like stuff like that. Like I said earlier, not much is like not like everything is about rules like people think it is. It's just we're gonna learn the roots of our ancestors. For we're all brothers and sisters of God. For we're all from Adam and Eve to where we are now. Other than that, I give many thanks. Thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for your support. Thank you for hearing about the gospel. And thank you so much for your time.